We got it.
Good evening. I'd like to call to order the St. Charles City Council meeting for Monday, February 3rd, 2025. Nance, can you please call the roll?
Spencer.
Here.
Weber.
Here.
Kulkaitis.
Here.
Folks.
Here.
Bongard.
Here.
Munn. Here. Lencioni.
Yes.
Gem.
Here.
Petrola.
Here.
Werbo.
Here.
Thank you. Tonight's invocation will be given by Alderman Guest.
Good evening. Lord, we seek your divine guidance during these challenging and stressful times. There are issues to address, decisions to be made that are important to our city's future. We ask for your presence so that discussions are thoughtful and respectful. Please keep our police, fire, EMTs, and all city employees safe as they serve and protect all residents and visitors to the city of St. Charles. Grant wisdom and discernment to our mayor, elected and appointed officials, city staff, all city employees as we go about our daily responsibilities of serving and protecting all residents and visitors to the city of St. Charles. Amen.
Alderman Bongard, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Of course.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's one job. Good job.
Good evening. I have a proclamation I'm reading this evening for a special group of individuals that's sitting in front of me. First, thank you for your service. Can everyone say that with me? Thank you for your service. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Mike Folks had contacted me about a sign that we just recently put up. I think it is over on 31, recognizing veterans and your community service award and impact that you have in the community. Not only do you all live here, but you also do so much community service, so thank you for that. I know tonight we're going to be reading a proclamation about VFW Post 5036's 80th anniversary, and I'd like to call up a few individuals so that when I read the proclamation, I believe that Commander Jack Irwin will say a few words. So I want to call up Quartermaster Dennis Wambango, too. Where's Dennis? I saw him. Oh, they're right in front of me. Come on up. And Colonel Jake Wyatt as well. And then I will read the proclamation, and I know you'll say a few words. St. Charles VFW Post 5036 proudly serves local veterans, and its members work tirelessly to ensure our veterans are taken care of for the sacrifices they made defending the United States of America. And whereas the VFW Post 5036 assists local veterans by connecting them to needed resources and benefits, providing rides to medical appointments, securing free wheelchairs, visiting veterans in assisted living facilities, and encouraging camaraderie among veterans. And whereas members of VFW Post 5036 are an active part of the community, participating in parades and organized special events and recognitions. And whereas VFW Post 5036 promotes patriotism with scholarships and awards in schools and sponsors scouting and student sports programs. And whereas 2025 marks the 80th year of the St. Charles VFW Post 5036, and of the 240 VFW posts in Illinois, it is the only one to receive the National Community Service Award from the National VFW. Now, therefore, I, Laura Vitek, Mayor of the City of St. Charles, encourage all citizens to acknowledge and honor the contributions of our local veterans and visit the St. Charles Veterans Center at 311 North 2nd Street, Suite 109, to spend time with some of our local veterans, hear their personal stories, and show your appreciation for all they have done in service to our country. I know that many of the veterans are there Wednesday mornings and Saturday mornings. Many of us have come to visit. It's a great time when I do come. I love to hear your stories. We've heard many of them. I've brought my father a few times, and I know he appreciates just hearing from all of you. We appreciate what you've built at the Veterans Center. I think that to see all of you come together on the weekends is awesome, and then all that you provide to the community. It's not just about parades, it's not just about special events, but it's the true impact that you provide to our community. So thank you for that. 80 years, unbelievable. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Vitek and members of the council and everyone here in St. Charles. As you can see, it's a team effort. There's quite a few veterans in VFW Post 5036, but it's really a team effort amongst 4 posts. We have the American Legion 342, Vietnam Veterans of America 693, and AMVETS Post 503, all co-located here in St. Charles. So thank you very much for the recognition for this award and the excellent relationship we have with the city and our community. From this Community Service Award, this past year, we've also had our post office recognized as the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Post Office. And you're probably familiar with many of the activities we do every year, such as the Memorial Day Parade and services, St. Patrick's Day Parade, Veterans Day Parade, Christmas Lights Parade. But many people may also not be aware of the other things we do. We have a Patriot Flag program where we post flags in people's homes for a service. We go into our schools as guest speakers in history classes and recognize awards of academic achievements of the students. We work with our youth through the Voice of Democracy program, through the Patriots Pen program, Teacher of the Year program. We work with our scouts, who provide ceremonies in our cemeteries and at funerals. During the week, we also visit our veterans who are in nursing homes and supported living facilities. We work with our veteran service officers to get the veterans the benefits and resources that they need, and we work very closely with Jake Zimmerman of the King County VAC and his outstanding staff, one of the best staff in the state, if not the country. We do a lot of other community service projects that people don't realize from time to time, like Habitat for Humanity projects, Rebuild Together, Aurora, The Mission Continues, Be a Hero to a Hero, Big Hearts of the Fox Valley, Midwest Shelter for Homeless Veterans, Support Over Stigma, Save a Joe, and many others. And what we do is help people to find a new purpose and serve in another way than when they served in the military, because we're constantly battling 22 veteran suicides per day, veterans of all ages. And we often think to mention our Vietnam vets, Iraq, and Afghanistan vets, but it really applies to veterans of all ages. Our goal is to help them to thrive in our community, to stand united together as Americans for all Americans, to enjoy the opportunity to live free in the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness today and in the future for our children and grandchildren, for generations to come. And this is the National VFW 125th anniversary. Why can't we do that for the next 125 years in this beautiful community? Thank you all very much.
Okay, Alderman Besner, the omnibus vote, please.
Thank you, Mayor Vitek. I'd like to make a motion to approve the omnibus vote.
Second.
Moved by Besner, seconded by Wirball. Any comments or questions? Nancy, please call the roll.
Besner?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Folk?
Yes.
Conger?
Yes.
Munn?
Yes.
Lencioni?
Yes.
Yes.
Petrilla?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Thank you. We do not have any old business. Under new business, we have item A, a recommendation from me to appoint prosecuting attorney Anne Marie Lamperillo for administrative adjudication hearings for the remainder of fiscal year 24-25. City Attorney Nick Peppers has recommended Anne Marie for the appointment of additional legal counsel as prosecuting attorney for administrative adjudication hearings for the remainder of this year. She will represent the city in these hearings, which involve non-criminal offenses punishable by fines. The role is particularly needed for more complex code enforcement cases or when the respondent has legal representation. Ms. Lamperillo has significant experience in prosecuting such matters for other jurisdictions, including municipal administrative hearings.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Wirball, seconded by Petrilla. Any questions? Nance, please call the roll.
Besser?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Folk?
Yes.
Bongard?
Yes.
Munn?
Yes.
Lencioni?
Yes.
Gem?
Yes.
Petrilla?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Thank you. Item B will be presented by City Administrator McGuire. It's a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the execution of a class action claim representative service engagement agreement with Sun and Shine Group, LLC, to represent the City of St. Charles with respect to the payment card interchange fee and merchant discount antitrust litigation matter. City Administrator?
Thank you. This came to Director Hannah and my attention late last week, and we have until February 4th to engage this group and file a claim, which is why it's before you on new business this evening. This resolution would approve the engagement letter with the Sunshine Group, and it would be to represent the city in attempting recovery in a class action lawsuit that is currently settled against Visa and MasterCard. And what this is for is antitrust violations related to interchange fees with credit cards. I feel like that's a little bit of a mouthful, but essentially Visa and MasterCard were accused of setting different rate structures for the fees imposed to drive the merchants that were using the credit cards to have increased fees and working together for that. So we are not quite sure yet what our potential recovery would be on this, but we are engaging this group because otherwise if we do not enter a claim, then we would have $0 recovery on it. So we're still sorting through those details, but with this representation, it is a very complex. Right now, the settlement is at $5.54 billion, and there are a lot of merchants that are applying for this. So we will keep council updated as we work through the process. We are hopeful we will be able to recover some of those funds.
Thank
And I can answer any questions, too.
Any questions? Alderman Weber?
Yeah, I'm assuming this is part of a larger class action lawsuit like Illinois and then county all the way through?
Correct. This is something that has been going on. Actually, multiple lawsuits merged since I think this started in the early 2000s. They got merged with other ones, and it is a massive antitrust litigation.
Thank you.
Alderman Bongard?
Move for approval.
It's also contingency based.
Correct. So they would recover 25% of whatever we recover.
Alderperson Munn?
Is there any staff time that's involved in preparation or?
We will have to go through some of our records, and I'm sure to give the documents necessary to determine what might apply to this recovery. So there will be some, but it will be mostly managed by this group.
Okay, thank you.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Bongard, seconded by Lencioni. Any more questions? Nance, please call the roll.
Thank you.
Besser?
Thank you.
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Folk?
Yes.
Bongard?
Yes.
Munn? Yes. Lencioni?
Yes.
Gem?
Yes.
Petrilla?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.
Thank you. Committee reports. Under Government Operations, Alderman Weber, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Under Government Services, Alderman Bongard, anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
And under Planning and Development, Alderman Lencioni?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Nothing further? Thank you. Do we have any public comments this evening? Nope. Okay, I do have quite a few items. First, I know the Business Alliance is here and recognizing Restaurant Week that's starting tonight, and probably why parking is pretty haphazard out there tonight. Thank you for that. No, really, thank you for that. So, Restaurant Week kicked off, and it runs through Friday. And as you know, we have so many delicious, great restaurants here. So try your favorite, try something new, while you enjoy 20% off your visit. So thank you, St. Charles Business Alliance, for all the efforts you put towards that. It is Black History Month, and our Equity Inclusion Commission reminds us that February is this time of month, or this month. It is a time when we honor the generations of Black Americans who have contributed greatly to our country. The St. Charles History Museum, who I know is here this evening too, shares the story of Joanna Garner, who escaped slavery in the South through the Underground Railroad and settled in St. Charles. So you can learn more about that story by visiting our website. We have links to it, as well as the History Museum's website and the St. Charles Public Library. A couple other announcements. We have its National School Resource Officer Appreciation Week coming up, and that starts on February 15th. We have several of our officers in the schools, and I would like to recognize them. St. Charles East High School has Detective Jen Larson, St. Charles North High School Detective Nick Anson, Thompson Middle School Detective Noel Wolf, and Redling Middle School Detective Justin Bennett. So I know I see Noel out every morning at Thompson, so I know I appreciate the work that they do in the schools, so thank you, and be sure to thank our officers. Children's Dental Health Month is this month, and that's something that's kind of pretty near and dear to my heart. When I'm not doing my mayoral duties, I'm working for Delta Dental of Illinois Foundation, and we provide grants to children for improved oral health. So We do celebrate that month here and as well in my company. And then President's Day is February 17th, so that means that our next city council meeting will not be until the 18th, so that our city offices are open, but we will not have a meeting. And then it wasn't on here, but Valentine's Day is coming, so why not? You know, like just hug your loved ones, hug your kids. It's always important to do that and recognize that. There aren't any birthdays, and I just said a lot here, so does council have anything that I might have missed or they'd like to add? No? Staff have anything? No? Okay, we do not have an executive session, but we do have a committee meeting following. So with that, Nancy, can you please, we need a motion to
So
adjourn.
moved.
Second.
Moved by Wirball, seconded by Patricia. Nancy, can you please call the roll?
Besser?
Yes.
Weber?
Yes.
Kulkaitis?
Yes.
Folk?
Yes.
Bongard?
Yes.
Munn? Yes. Montioni?
Yes.
Gem?
Yes.
Petrola?
Yes.
Wirball?
Yes.